Tonight's game is a presentation of KBMW Sports.
Wahpeton basketball is on the air. Tonight's I3G Sports Network broadcast is brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, High Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Now, here's KBMW's Robert Wanick.
Welcome, folks. Back at the Dog Den, I'm Robert Wanick here for an old-school EDC matchup. Valley City visiting the Wahpeton Lady Huskies. Of course, these teams have moved on from the Eastern Dakota Conference. Reclassification probably part of that. They are both now in the Class A ranks in the second year of the three-class system. They've already got some history, some good battles, including some playoff experience last season against each other. We'll get to that in a little bit. This is the Red River Grain pregame show, serving the local farmer since 1986, almost 40 years. Can you believe that? So thank you to Red River Grain for sponsoring the pregame show. We're on the B tonight because the NDSU Bison are trying to stack on another national championship in their home away from home, Frisco, Texas. They currently lead Montana State 14-3 with 12 seconds to go in the first half. Montana State Bobcats, they're 15-0 going into the FCS title game. North Dakota State is 13-2, trying to add to that trophy case. But tonight, for you local basketball fans, this is Lady Huskies hoops, and they're trying to get back to 500 at 3-4. They're facing the 4-1 Valley City Highliners that are high-flying, off to a good start this season. Let's jump right into your, let's go to the injury report first and just get that out of the way. We got some players that mean a lot to this team. One that we'll be mentioning all year is Latea Luneberg, the shot blocker rebounder, who unfortunately has had a couple serious knee injuries. Not sure if she will be able to return to the court. She's adding her presence to the team and running the social media pages for the Huskies team. We had a great interview with her at KBMW earlier this year. Go check it out on our Facebook under the videos tab. And we also have Olivia Hansen, who is rehabbing a knee injury. They hope to have her back here early in the new year. No official word on when that's going to be, but just hoping to see her out there soon. She's going to be a key three-point shooter on this team, something that the Huskies have desperately needed for a couple seasons now. So that's your injury report presented by CHI St. Francis Health. We'll jump into your power poll before we take a break here. Power poll is presented by Otter Tail Power Company, on for conservation, and this is the North Dakota Division A poll, number 6 from the North Dakota Associated Press Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association. No changes from poll number 5. Number 1 is South Prairie Max. They are 5-0. They received 11 of the 18 first-place votes. It is not a one-horse race here. Devil's Lake is runner-up right now. They're 7-0. They did receive 7 votes in the top spot. And the team you're going to see tonight, Valley City, up to number 3. They are 4-1. In the number 4 spot, Carrington from the stomping grounds of BJ Walters of the I3G Sports Network. They're 8-1 at number 4. They've been very impressive this year. Big win against Thompson, dropping them out of the rankings. And Central Cass climbs in at number 5, team that Wahpeton has yet to face this year. They're 7-0 as well. So 3 undefeated teams in the top 5, South Prairie Max, Devils Lake, and Central Cass. 2 one-loss teams, Valley City and Carrington. Wahpeton started the preseason poll at number 5. They dropped out after a 1-1 showing in Minot, and they've been trying to fight their way back ever since. Receiving votes, Thompson at 6-2. They're definitely a formidable team that's going to be in the conversation. They were able to erase an early Wahpeton lead here in Wahpeton at the Dog Den and take a 1-point lead into the break and win that one. And Des Lacs Burlington is 8-1. They're surging. They're also receiving votes. That is your Otter Tail Power Company power poll, on for conservation. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about the stat report. Wahpeton Huskies have won 2 straight. We've got some numbers from Lisbon, a blowout there against the Broncos. B92.7 FM, streaming this game live, folks, over on KBMW News Live YouTube. I'm Robert Wanick. We'll see you in about 60 seconds on B92.7.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Welcome back to the Dog Den, where the Wahpeton Huskies are hoping to howl tonight. Winners of 2 straight, trying to get back to that 500 mark and flip the script on their early season woes. We just looked at your power poll. South Prairie Max Devils like Valley City, Carrington, and Central Cass. And now let's get into your stat report presented by your local agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Like a good neighbor, they're there. So let's look at this route of Lisbon on the road. Quarter by quarter in the left-hand screen of your YouTube player right now. It's Wahpeton Huskies 26-8 in the first quarter over Lisbon, and that pretty much put that to bed. 18-9 in the second quarter, 10-5 in the third, and then 7-0. They hold the Broncos scoreless in the fourth. Lisbon unable to score double figures in either of the 4 quarters, or any of them, I should say. 61-22 was the final there on your CFI scoreboard. Leading the Huskies in this one, 7th grader Piper Nelson, 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. She was 7 of 13 from the field, and she's got the green light. They're going to let her chuck up some threes this year, and she was pretty efficient in this one, 3 of 7. You'll take that from your volume shooter. Hallie Miller, the senior guard forward, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals. Miller also super efficient, 5 of 8 from the floor, made all 3 of her charity shots. Scout Woods, the senior star forward, all-stater, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Quiet night by her standards. She's a lock for 20-plus most evenings. Sienna Fobb, the sophomore center, 3 points, but she did it all like always. 7 boards, 4 assists, 3 steals. Only thing missing was a couple blocks, and she'll probably get back into that category tonight if I'm a betting man. Sienna Fobb only 3 points in this one, but she has a great floor game. And if you look at the shooting for Woods and Fobb, 5 of 24 combined. That's not going to cut it against the Highliners, but Woods able to get it done at the free throw line in her last game, 5 of 6. And Fobb able to sprinkle in contributions everywhere. So that's how they went individually. Shooting numbers, not great, 38% from the field, 33 from 3. And for the Huskies, that is a number going in the right direction. Trending north there, making 1 out of every 3 trays. Hopefully they can keep that going. 60% from the free throw line. They only shot 15 of them. That's where they usually hang their hat. 10 assists to 11 turnovers, pretty good ratio, but you got to spread the gravy around. You got to spread the rock a little bit better than that. So hopefully they're clicking tonight on the same page, get that assist number up, and keep the turnover number at a dozen or less. That's your State Farm Stat Report, presented by Matt and Amanda Frederick. I'm Robert Wanick here at Husky High, home of the Dog Den. We got about 10 and a half minutes to go until the NDSCS tip-off. And let's take a look here at how you can get the optimal viewing in today's broadcast. Top right corner of your screen, you'll see it says 1080 60p. If you click that settings wheel on your cell phone, you can switch it to 1080 60 frames per second. So not only are you watching in HD, you are watching in high speed. So it's going to track the ball and the players much better. And you might have to switch it to advanced settings and manually set it. On your YouTube player, on your television, or your laptop, you'll go bottom right corner, same thing, 1080 60p. And you'll be watching some crispy highlights tonight, hopefully of a Huskies upset for you local viewers. I'm going to take a quick look at the schedules here before we take another break here. And let's start with the hometown Huskies. Wahpeton opened the season against number 1 South Prairie Max, 74-48 loss in Minot. Bounced back against Stanley, 53-32. And then Kindred came to town. Wahpeton had chances to win that one, but couldn't really get closer than 8. They lose 76-62. Traveled to Millbank, South Dakota. Isabel Anderson dropped 28 on the Huskies for the second straight year. Millbank won 67-62. And then for a third straight loss, Thompson was able to come from behind here and beat the Huskies 71-59. And then for Winds Minnewacan, the Huskies held them off 61-53 and made it 2 straight on Friday when they beat Lisbon 61-22. So taking a look at the scoring, only 48 against South Prairie Max, 53 against Stanley, 62, 62, 59, 61, 61. So 60 points is where the Huskies have been. We've seen them pop for 80, 85 a couple games the last few years. We'll see if Brian Watson over the break here and after that game against Lisbon is able to figure some things out and get the Huskies looking like firecrackers out here again, because it's fun when they can get out in transition with Scout Woods full head of steam and get Hallie Miller in space to use those long strides off the dribble. And that number's going to go up. 60 points a game seems low for the weapons that the Huskies have. Outside shooter like Piper Nelson, add her to the mix as well. And Claire Woods, a budding post who's getting better and better. See some of her tonight as well. Let's take another break here. We're about 8 minutes away from the national anthem and starting lineups on B92.7. Huskies, Highliners, Class A girls basketball on B92.7, streaming live on KBMW News Live YouTube.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
1 in 8 women in the U.S. will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. Many women with breast cancer have no symptoms, and most have no family history of breast cancer. That's why it's so important to schedule annual mammograms starting at age 40. When found early, breast cancer is curable. 98% of patients survive. Don't wait another moment. Visit EssentialHealth.org to schedule your mammogram today. Essentia Health, cancer care like nowhere else.
6 minutes to go on your Red River Grain pregame show. Wahpeton Lady Huskies are taking on Valley City tonight at the Dog Den. I'm Robert Wannick. Glad you could join me over on the FM tonight, all you Bison fans. You can watch the highlights later. Let's support the local team first, right? Bison playing in the FCS National Championship, taking a lead over Montana State at halftime. We'll keep you updated on that throughout the broadcast. And we're streaming this game live as well on KBMW News Live YouTube. Let's take a look at Valley City's schedule so far this year. Ranked number 3 in North Dakota's Class A. They started off the season with a rousing 93-18 win over South Border. Ouch. 66-49 over Maple River. Made it 3 straight with a 70-50 win at Northern Cass. Not easy to do against either Cass team on the road. At Oak Grove, 56-35 rock fight there. And Devil's Lake, they fell to the number 2 ranked team in Valley City on Friday, 66-64. I was talking to Jerry Edwards of KOVC before the ball game tonight, and he was saying that the Highliners had several leads, and Devils Lake scored about 20 of their points in the final 2 minutes of each quarter. So Wahpeton's had trouble closing out quarters this season, and sounds like Valley City has recently too. So I guess whoever can play cleaner basketball tonight in a game where these teams have a lot of familiarity and a lot of history, they're going to come away with the victory. Eliminate mistakes. We're going to take one more quick break. Come back with your Smith Motors keys to the game. Looks like we're going to have some little ballers getting introduced in the starting lineup tonight as well, 3rd graders. So maybe a little bit later of a tip, but we're under 5 now on the pregame show. I'm Robert Wannick, and by the way, that video, I'll play it one more time here, that intro video for you, I guess just does not want to play it again, but that intro video that we led the broadcast off with, made by Noah Cluten, former Daily News intern. He's now at Devil's Lake. His dad, Noah, Ned Cluten. He was a longtime educator here, NDHSAA member, and just an all-around great family. But Noah made that video. Check out his Instagram, Cluten Films. He does all kinds of motocross stuff, sports stuff. He's got some reels of Grant Nelson, the pride of Devil's Lake, who's now playing at Alabama, ranked number 5 in the country. My Gonzaga Zags have dropped all the way down to number 18, but I digress. That intro video tonight made by Noah Cluten, former Wahpeton student, now a senior at Devil's Lake. Very proud of that young man. Check out his work on Instagram. We'll be right back on B92.7 FM, 4 minutes away from tip-off. Wahpeton Lady Huskies, Valley City Highliners on KBMW News Live YouTube.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. A team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
Welcome back to the Dog Den for tonight's North Dakota Class A, Division A, whatever you want to call it, girls basketball game. Valley City Highliners and Wahpeton Lady Huskies. A lot of history in the Eastern Dakota Conference. They have dropped down to the middle of North Dakota's three-class system, and they'll meet tonight with playoff implications looming later down the road. Speaking of that, let's take a look at their last matchups. Last year, Wahpeton lost 48-34 in game number 5 at Valley City. Bounced back with a 47-44 win January 18th right here. A little New Year's gift. Maya Max set the school record with 8 steals in that game. Sienna Fobb knocking on the door of that one earlier this year with 7. And then Wahpeton fell 62-60 in the region quarters to Valley City at the Shack, home of the NDSU Bison. And then Wahpeton's season ended 56-46 with a loss to Kindred in the state qualifier game. So Wahpeton, bitter taste in their mouth after losing by 1 bucket against this Valley City team in the regions last year. They're led by senior forward Scout Woods, and she's going to try to do something about that tonight on her home court. The beautifully remodeled Dog Den court here. If you take a look, giant Huskies logo at center court. It reads Huskies on the side of the court, and it reads Wahpeton right here on the baseline of our KBMW News Live courtside camera. We're right on top of the action. Huskies will be coming right at me in the second half, trying to orchestrate an upset here over the number 3 ranked Valley City Highliners. We'll pause for the national anthem, come back with your Farmers Union Oil of the Southern Valley starting lineups. This is Lady Huskies Hoops on B92.7 FM, KBMW News Live YouTube, part of the I3G Sports Network.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
Save big this month with Smith Motors in Wahpeton. $30 in rebates on the purchase of 3 AC Delco wiper blades. $20 in rebates on the purchase and installation of select AC Delco Gold batteries. And $15 in rebates on the purchase and installation of 1 AC Delco cabin air filter and 1 engine air filter. Gear up for winter with these exclusive offers. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wahpeton. Online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy a hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit titanmachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Welcome back to the Dog Den. We're going to get to your starting lineups in just a second. It's Valley City versus Wahpeton in girls basketball tonight. Wahpeton at 3-4. They come into this one unranked. And the Highliners come in ranked at number 3 in the state. So Wahpeton trying to get a ranked win here. They face Thompson, they face South Prairie Max, but they've really shown, and Kindred, a good team, who was number 5 at one point. And they've showed they can hang with the cream of the crop outside of South Prairie Max, who beat them by about 30, but they're a different beast. That's going to be a different. That's going to be something that somebody's going to have to figure out because they've been steamrolling the state. But Wahpeton with a chance here to come out on the other side of things against a team that they know they can beat. They've done so in the past. Set the school scoring record against them back-to-back years. I believe 88 one season and 89 the next. And then last year, Valley City kind of got them back 2-1, including in the Region 1 tournament. So if you can see this on KBMW News Live YouTube, they're introducing some of the younger basketball players here in Wahpeton. Just a great thing to do for the youth, and big smiles on those girls' face as they run out to meet the starting lineup of the Lady Huskies. And the Huskies will go like this tonight. Huskies will go Hallie Miller. She wears number 2, a 5'10 senior. They'll go with Sienna Fobb. She wears number 32, a 6'1 sophomore. Claire Langenwalter. She wears number 22, a 5'6 junior. Scout Woods, she wears number 40, a 5'10 senior track and field commit to the NDSU Bison. And they will also go with Piper Nelson coming off a 17-point showing with a trio of triples, the 7th grade guard with impressive handles and excellent outside shooting ability. As the lights get dimmed here, and they're going to put on the light show, spotlight these younger basketball players and the Lady Huskies. One of the cooler traditions in the Twin Towns, as Dr. David Woods and the Husky staff here has really done a lot to make this an electric atmosphere. And I'm not going to lie, that goes a long way to playing well. Like Deion Sanders, Coach Prime says, look good, play good, and it's same thing here. Feel good, play good. Let's get the adrenaline going. Piper Nelson, the 7th grader, runs out, trying to show her team that no moment is too big for her, playing against the number 3 team, Valley City, tonight. And Claire Langenwalter really coming into her own this year, the junior at 5'6". She did get Essential Health Player of the Game against Four Winds Minnewacan, dropped a dozen in that one. And Sienna Fobb, just a very excellent defensive player at 6'1". That is going to do it for your starting lineup here. We forgot Scout Woods. It's because she doesn't need an introduction. She's an all-stater, tremendous athlete. Switch to 60p, 1080 viewing in the top right corner of your phone. Just hit the settings wheel on YouTube and on the bottom right on your laptop or TV. 60 frames per second, 1080 HD. That wraps up the Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley starting lineups. Your tip-off will be presented by NDSCS, the science of learning by doing. Got Turner Blofis, my man, sound checking me at home. He'll let me know if the tip is on or if we got an audio delay, and I'll tell you what, I'm no engineer. I'm actually a high school dropout, but I'll do my best to fix it. Forget you didn't hear that. NDSCS presenting the tip tonight. It'll be Sienna Fobb jumping against number 12, Katie Burchill. That's how we'll start tonight. Tip is secured by Fobb to Langenwalter. She gets it back to Fobb and back to Langenwalter, and we are underway here. Huskies swinging it around the perimeter. First possession. It's Woods in the corner. Dribbles right, left. Draws the defense, kicks it out to Fobb. A sweet-looking jumper from the soft spot, knocks it down. So Sienna Fobb, nice shot. Elbow extended, 2-0 lead. Valley City's going to try a short corner jumper. Air ball. Good position on the rebound there by Burchill, and she cleans it up, ties it at 2. Nobody boxed her out. Easy putback for the Highliners. Highliners pressing. Wahpeton got to get it across. Try to throw it to Woods, but it's thrown away into the hands of number 32, Sky Nielsen. Soft spot in the zone. Off the back iron. Nelson, she's got wheels, out and running. A little hard off the backboard. We're going to have a foul, and it's going to go to Valley City. So Nelson with the transition layup, can't finish over the top of the defense. And that one is going back to the Highliners. Valley City's got 4 out, 1 in here. Working it around the perimeter. They do get it into the post. Nice pass back in midair. The three-pointer's good. It was a nice assist by Sky Nielsen. She kicked it out. Resulted in an easy bucket. Scout Woods finishes on the other end before I can even get the zoom in here. 5-4 Valley City. Teams trading blows early. Swing pass. Valley City has it near side. Passes up a free throw line jumper, and it's poked away by Miller and Fobb. Langenwalter will initiate the offense here for the Huskies. Left wing, it's Nelson. She's 28 feet away. Swings top of the key to Woods. Little hesitation. Short corner to Fobb. Kicks it out to Miller. 17 on the shot clock. Three-pointer by Nelson is short. Good job by Claire Langenwalter to get back and stop the transition look. But Wahpeton having trouble rotating here. Luckily, Valley City wasn't moving on themselves on offense. Little dive to the hoop, wide open, down low. Finishes it with the roll, Sky Nielsen. Wahpeton defense just not communicating and rotating here. 7-4 Valley City. Woods breaks the press, full head of steam. There she goes into the body. Looked like the defender, Nielsen, was in the restricted area, no call. It's going to go the other way to Valley City. And let these teams play a little bit in a rivalry game like this. Little wraparound pass to Nielsen, just out of her reach, and it's going to go out of bounds by the Huskies bench. (7-4) Valley City in the early going here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Nelson trying to break the press. She does. Gets it up to Fobb. Back to Nelson. Over to Hallie Miller. She'll get a ball screen from Scout Woods and try to draw the foul and get it tipped away. Looked like she might have been trying to draw a shooting foul there from beyond the three-point arc. Just felt the defender going for the steal and threw her hands up, but all ball. Woods working in the baseline corner. Screen from Sienna Fobb. She tries to force the pass into Fobb as Fobb dives to the hoop. Gets tipped out of bounds by the Highliners. Miller will trigger it in. She had a wide open Nelson in the corner, but jumping the passing lane was number 10, Dakota Portraz. Langenwalter, a little bit of contact on the wing, but Valley City able to hang on to the basketball. Another dive to the hoop by Nielsen. She finishes strong over the top, and they're just letting her have her way on the baseline. Nobody shifting over on the help side. Tipped out of bounds again by the Highliners at midcourt. This time it was Madison Anderson. 9-4 Valley City, and Wahpeton's got to be real careful here to not let this lead balloon here midway through the first quarter. It's Woods at the wing. Strong drive to the left side. Contact inside the restricted area. And Woods is going to go to the line for 2. 5 of 6 on foul shots her last time out against Lisbon. Traditionally an excellent free throw shooter. A little bit of a hiccup versus 4 wins Minnewacan. Other than that, absolute dead eye from the stripe. First one up and in for Scout Woods. Woods makes them both. And Woods narrowly avoids a foul at midcourt trying to jump the pass. Valley City quickly gets it up, shoots a 3. It's bouncing around the rim, off the rim. Hallie Miller rebounds it between 3 Highliners. She loses the basketball, but that's because she was fouled by number 10, Dakota Potrats. Excuse me, foul is going to go on. It is going to go on her, all right. Miller going to trigger it in against this press. KBMW News Live YouTuber right on top of the action. Nelson, and that appeared to be an over and back as Fobb never established herself on the other side of half court. Wahpeton gets a break, but they throw it away anyways. So turnovers piling up early here for the Lady Huskies, as this game doesn't really have a whole lot of flow to it. And I probably don't have a whole lot of flow either, folks, so just bear with me. 3-point spread early on, 9-6 Valley City. Inside out action from the Highliners. Top of the key 3 is up. Off the back iron, rebound by Woods, and she wants to push the envelope. Kicks it up to Claire Langenwalter. Back to the basket, out to Woods. Woods finds Piper Nelson. Ball makes its way into the corner. It's Hallie Miller. Miller dribbling to her right. Top of the key, it's Nelson. Down low, Fobb feeds to Scout Woods. She gets a step on the defender, whips it all the way out for a Langenwalter 3. It's long. Woods with the rebound, up strong, gets the roll with a defender on her back. 9-8, Scout Woods coming alive here, keeping Wahpeton in it early. Miller jumps the passing lane there, just does clip Madison Anderson. She's going to get whistled for the foul. So 2 fouls apiece so far, 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Valley City leads 9-8 over Wahpeton. Nielsen drives middle of the lane. It's tipped away by Miller. They're going to go right back to her, guarded by Fobb. She walls up, kick out, wide open 3, high arcing, long offensive board. Highliners into the hands of number 20, Kinley Suffolcool. And she finishes it. Nelson tries to split a pair of Highliners, turns it over. Looked like Woods was going to poke it out of bounds, but Katie Burchill gathers it and travels. Turner Bloff is sound checking us, says so far so good, so keep our fingers crossed that the radio gods are in our favor tonight. 11-8 Highliners is Langenwalter loses the dribble, kicks it up to her teammate with her foot. Langenwalter back with the basketball now, top of the key, near the Huskies logo. Nelson working with the basketball. Still 28 feet from the hoop. 19 on the shot clock. Wahpeton struggling to get north on this defense. Drive and kick to Langenwalter. 3's up and in. Little skyscraper drops, and the Huskies tie this thing 11-11. The high arcing 3 from Langenwalter. Woods guarding in the corner. Valley City picks it up, tipped away by Fobb. Back inside to Valley City, and there they go, diving high-low action to Nielsen. Again, nobody rotating to the middle of the lane for the Huskies. And Valley City's just killing them on that action. 13-11. Woods drives to her left. Two-hand bucket shot off the bottom of the hoop, but Wahpeton able to retain possession on the old board. Nelson with a pretty crossover floater off the back iron, off the front iron, tipped out to Gracie Falk. 2 offensive rebounds on the possession for Wahpeton. Nelson will pull it out, reset near the logo. 27 on the shot clock. Nelson drives to her left again. Kick out to Langenwalter. Nice shot fake. She drives in. Whips it out. Long 2 for Sienna Fobb. But she's got the jump shot going tonight, just inside the three-point line. 13-13 as both teams trading blows here. Final minute of the first quarter. Unranked Wahpeton at 3-4 versus number 3 Valley City coming in here at 4-1. Hard drive to the basket, tipped out of bounds, but Sienna Fobb gets a lot of arm on that one. Ball's going to stay underneath. Bumped her on the drive, and Valley City's going to have it right in front of the camera here on KBMW News Live YouTube. Galia Lopez checks in, Claire Woods checks in, and nobody accounts for the three-point shooter on the inbounds. Luckily, it's short for Wahpeton, and Hallie Miller gets it off to the races here. She'll pull it back at the three-point line. Dump it off top of the key to Claire Woods. Over to Cambry Mauk, who just checked in the ballgame. Dangerous pass to Langenwalter. She does get it and give it up to Galia Lopez. Back up top, Claire Woods. Little jab step drive. She's going to double dribble that one before she can dish it off to Hallie Miller. So shot clock is off here. Valley City can play for the final shot of the quarter, 13-13. Nielsen all alone underneath, and a nice swat away there by Galia Lopez-Lee. She's going to get called for the foul. Looked like pretty good awareness from Lee. Getting 5 fingers on that basketball. A little bit handsy. Nielsen's headed to the stripe here. Misses the first one. Sky Nielsen. Freshman forward. Getting a lot of looks in the paint. Second free throw up and in. Highliners 14, Huskies 13. 16 seconds to go. Working against the full court press. Nelson kicks to Miller. She'll pull it out, 10 seconds. Isolation situation, but she's double teamed. Up top, Cambry Mauk, 5, 4, 3. Deep three-pointer, and that finds nothing. Nelson's three bounces out of bounds with 1/10 of a second left. We're going to end this first quarter with the Valley City Highliners leading 14-13 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We got a good one. Wahpeton hanging in there against the number 3 team in Class A at home in the Dog Den. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. B92.7 FM, streaming on KBMW News Live YouTube.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back to Wahpeton High School. One quarter down here in the Dog Den, and number 3 ranked Valley City leads the Lady Huskies 14-13. Corner 3 up from the Highliners off front iron. No good from Kinley Suffolcool. And quickly up court, nice little pass. Cross court, Cambry Mauk to Piper Nelson, and Wahpeton retakes the lead 15-14. She just floated that over the defense. Nelson caught it in stride and finished. Down low, Miller with probably a smart foul there. Open lane to the basket for Katie Burchill. Miller's going to make her earn 2 at the free throw line. It's kind of a high IQ play when it comes to fouling a player. If they're going to shoot a free throw, you might as well tie him up at the arms, and she just went straight across the arms on the layup there. First free throw up, nothing but net. All tied at 15 here. Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard representing auto owners and This is a big spot for the Huskies, 3-4. Not only are they trying to get to 500, trying to improve their resume with their first ranked win of the season. Second free throw, long, rebound, Mauk. So a couple good plays from Mauk here to start the second quarter. Langenwalter avoids a double team. Nelson's got it up top. Huskies have single action down low with Claire Woods. She's going to go over the top and finish. Claire Woods over Sky Nielsen like she's done it before. The freshman with a strong basket off the high glass. Valley City looking for the answer. They'll drive lane. Nice block by Nelson. She's going to get called on the lower half. She might have been clean up top, but looked like she got her on the lower half, and that's what they're going to call. And it's going to send Dakota Potratz to the line. First foul shot up and in. Potratz makes it 17-16. Chance to tie here. 6:50 to go in the first half on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Potratz, a lefty, lets it fly. That one is off the back iron. Nielsen with the O board. Skip pass and a quick three-point attempt for the Highliners. That one's long. Another O board. Valley City making the Huskies pay here for not boxing out. Good defense on the baseline. Claire Woods blocks a driving player. Scout Woods over pursues, but able to recover. We're going to get a straight line drive to the basket. Lefty floater. Potratz makes it a three-point swing, going 1 for 2 at the line and finishing off that possession with a floater. Claire Woods trying to pass it across the lane to her sister Scout. Gets tipped out of bounds. Cambry Mauk will trigger it in. Double team on Scout Woods. She kicks it out to Claire Langenwalter. Three-pointer up, short. Rebound tracked down by Potratz. She'll bring it up court. Huskies need to get turned around. They just do, but Valley City moving around nicely here on offense, getting what they want. That one is tipped off Woods and tipped off Valley City, but it's going to stay with the Highliners. Looked like we had a double tip there. That's what Brian Watson wanted. Highliners will trigger it in right in front of the Huskies bench. 20 on the shot clock. Nielsen, double team, nowhere to go. Beautiful wraparound pass, however. On the floor, we got a scrum for the ball. We're going to get a jump. Officials coming in and breaking that one up. Believe that was Claire Langenwalter tangled up on the ground with number 12, Katie Burchill. And Wahpeton steals a possession there on the jump ball. They're going to need every hustle play they can get tonight against the Highliners. Valley City leading by 1 here, 5:45 to go in the second quarter. Your CFI scoreboard. Cambry Mauk will inbound it to Claire Woods. As Wahpeton working against this press. That's going to be a foul there. About 2 feet away from the baseline. Wahpeton about 80 feet to go. They'll take that foul anytime. Quickly up court to Claire Langenwalter. Beautiful bounce pass through the wickets up to Piper Nelson, who draws the foul. She goes up with her left hand and uses her body to shield the defender away and draw contact. Very nice scoring move there from the 7th grader, but Claire Langenwalter, first they passed it into Claire Woods to the left side, way in the backcourt. Woods found Langenwalter near midcourt, and she bounced past it right around the Highliners to a streaking Nelson. Good design there, but Nelson misses the front end of the trip at the free throw line. Second free throw from Nelson up, and that's good. We're all tied at 18. Huskies applying some pressure at half court. Force a turnover by the Highliners as they throw it away to Scout Woods. Woods pushes the issue and draws a blocking foul near half court. That's the luxury of having Scout Woods. She has size and speed. So if she's dribbling with a mission and somebody gets in her way, she doesn't have to avoid them. She's usually going to come out on the winning end of that one. She does there. Nelson working near half court, trying to get the Huskies into something here. Up top to Woods. Lets the three-pointer fly. Yes! Scout Woods is going to get a standing ovation from the bench. They flex their muscles. Wahpeton 21-18, largest lead of the game. Down low, Claire Woods pulls the chair out on Valley City and takes the ball away, but she's going to get called for a foul. And I think she knows it. Student section, not so sure about it, but it's going to be the first foul on Claire Woods. Valley City again, a wide open three-point shooter off the inbounds, and they tie the ball game up. Wahpeton just a miscommunication there, and Madison Anderson knocks it down. Claire Woods, following in her sister's footsteps there, just takes the basketball right into the defense. That's one way to break the press. Draws a blocking foul. Sienna Fobb checking back in here. She will give Claire Woods a break. Claire Langenwalter gets her pass tipped, but it comes right back to her. She gets it to Nelson. Nelson lobs it to Woods, way high, but Woods able to tip it around to Cambry Mauk, and Wahpeton uses the first 10 seconds of the shot clock just bobbling it around the perimeter. 16 on the shot clock. Cambry Mauk in the corner. Far side of your screen, KBMW News Live YouTube. 10 on the shot clock. Piper Nelson, baseline corner. She drives left hand. Gets it to Fobb. Fobb with a little touch pass out for three. Air ball. Nelson, offensive rebound. She can't finish it, and Sienna Fobb not able to get the shot off before the shot clock buzzer. So kind of hard to just follow that possession. Wahpeton fumbling the basketball around. A couple air balls there, and it's a shot clock violation. 21 all here. 4:13 to go in the first half. Wahpeton loses track of the Highliners again, and it's number 14, Madison Anderson. She just sneaks down to the baseline corner. Valley City whips the basketball up to her, gets a step on the defense, draws an and one. Not a good sequence here for the Lady Huskies, who went up by 3. They now trail by 2. Anderson, a junior forward. Her free throw long. Strong rebound by Sienna Fobb. Nelson. She'll get it to the top of the key to Fobb. She'll give it back to the guards. Wahpeton finds Woods down low. Double team, kick out Fobb. Back up top, Piper Nelson drives to the right side. Draws the defense, gets it to Woods. She'll power dribble and go up through contact. She's headed to the free throw line once again. That one was on Sky Nielsen. It's a big one. That's her second. I'd imagine she's going to take a seat here for a bit. Can't afford her having 3. Just a freshman, but such a phenomenal presence in the post for this Highliners team. And Nielsen will come out as Katie Burchill will come in. Claire Woods and Hallie Miller coming back into the ball game. Second free throw from Woods is good, cuts the lead to 1. 3:44 to go in the half. Number 3 ranked Valley City, 23. Wahpeton, 22. Tipped away down low by Hallie Miller. There's that cutting action from the Highliners. Lefty finish high off the glass, Dakota Potrats. Nelson working against the press. High pass to Claire Wood. She's able to get it, but she throws it right back to the Highliners. Here comes Potrats. Jumper no good from the Highliners. Rebound Claire Woods. We're going to have a jump ball. Huskies steal the first jump ball. Highliners get one back here. Chance to extend the lead to 5 here for Valley City. In the corner once again. Huskies have just not figured out how to defend those cutters coming through the lane and getting to the corner. Shaken up a little bit, Madison Anderson. Another and one opportunity here, as Valley City was able to get that inbounds in before Wahpeton was all organized. Caught Claire Woods buried underneath the basket. The layup was good by Katie Burchill. 27-22 Highliners, 28-22 Highliners. Wahpeton trying not to fade here before the half. Woods passes tip back to Woods. We've seen that happen a couple times tonight. On the wing, it's Hallie Miller. She gets it down low to Claire Woods. Defense collapses. Kick out to Nelson, but she picks up her dribble. Not sure she wanted to. They'll give it back to her. Thinks about a three, gives it to Hallie Miller instead. Beautiful first step, blows by the defense. Little shoulder shimmy there on the fake like she was going to go up, and she just left the defender in the dust. 28-24 Highliners. Little razzle-dazzle there from the Highliners. Goes out of bounds. That's going to get a smile out of Nora Peterson, who tried a little no-look pass there, and it bounced out of bounds. Got to give her an A for effort. Would have been pretty sweet top play material if she would have been able to complete that. 28-24, we've got a High Camp Construction timeout. Huskies are hanging in there. Highliners are still trying to stretch the lead before the half. We'll see who finishes strong heading into the locker room. B92.7 FM, KBMW News Live YouTube, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Titan Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic, working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience. Learn from factory-trained service experts and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a Titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Titan Machinery Wahpeton, your local Case IH dealer. Visit titanmachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Coming out of that High Camp Construction timeout, Galia Lopez-Lee gets the ball across the timeline for the Huskies. They've got 2 minutes to work with here, trailing by 4 against Valley City. Scout Woods, strong drive, straight through the middle of the lane, misses, gets her own board. Decisive move from Scout Woods, goes up and draws the foul. And that's the second foul on Madison Anderson. So 2 on Anderson, 2 on Nielsen. Both teams in the bonus here for the rest of the half as Woods nails the free throw, cutting it to a 1-possession game. Second free throw from Scout, short. Rebound Anderson. Nelson, good pressure in the backcourt. And Galia Lopez-Lee forces Valley City out of bounds. She checks in, makes a difference there. Wahpeton able to force the turnover. Lopez-Lee just breathing down Valley City's neck there and causes Kinley Suffolk to fall out of bounds. Wahpeton tries to break the press, and they do so as Woods gets it up to Miller. She passes it over to Lee. Count it! Lopez-Lee, certified bucket getter. She's got a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play after knocking a Valley City Highliner out of bounds. Have yourself a finish to the half, young lady. Lee can't finish the three-point play, but she brings the Huskies to within a single point, 28-27. Your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This time Wahpeton does get over in rotation, and Woods able to contest the shot, goes off the top of the backboard. Three-pointer after that was no good, and Hallie Miller's got a chance to put Wahpeton up here. She brings it up court. Little dribble handoff to Nelson. They get it to Woods. She gives it up to Nelson. A little surprise there. Scout Woods all alone on that side of the court. They'll give it back to their star forward in the corner. She skips it up top to Miller. Jab step, blows by the defense again. Can't finish at the rim. Rebound, Lopez-Lee. That girl is making a case for some more minutes here as she checks in the game. Floater by Miller. That one short. She tips it out of bounds. So a couple good looks there from Hallie Miller that don't go down, but she's getting to the hoop to end this half, and that jab step, little power jab, she puts all she can into it and gets the defense leaning one way and goes right by him. Final minute of the first half, Valley City 28-27. They have the basketball. Struggling to get it across half court. They just do. There's that high-low action, and it's Lopez-Lee who tips it away. This is one of the better short stretches we've seen out of a player on KBMW News Live this season. Lopez-Lee ate her Wheaties this morning. She's ready to play. Tipped away by Piper Nelson, out of bounds. And Wahpeton being very disruptive here. 21 on the shot clock. Valley City trying to keep the basketball away from these feisty Huskies. It's going to be kind of a Soft call there on Lopez Lee. Two hands on Katie Burchill, and Valley City's in the bonus, means she'll shoot 2. Lopez Lee, though, just on a tear here to end the half after checking in. Looked like Wahpeton maybe going to the half trailing by 5 or 6 points. They trail by 2 now as Lopez Lee's going to get a breather. Burchill trying to make it 2 for 2 at the line. She will. 30-27 Valley City. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Nelson brings it up court for the Huskies. Strong drive to the left. A little bit of contact up top. Blocked shot for the Highliners. Here they come. There's that corner look. Three-pointer long. Huskies have to have this rebound. Woods tips it out to herself. She's going to try to beat the whole defense. She actually kicks it up to Nelson. She's going to pull it out, and Wahpeton's going to hold for the last shot here. 30-27. Miller, top of the key. Isolation situation. Drives. Kicks it corner. Cambry Mauk. Three-pointers up. And Nelson can't find the rim. Tipped in by Woods. A little too far. We're going to have a buzzer beater attempt here from half court. Off the backboard. No good. Wild sequence at the end of the half there. Both teams hustling their butts off. And the number 3 ranked Highliners taking a 30-27 lead into the locker room. And it's got all the makings of an old school EDC rivalry game between these two teams. I think we're going to be in for a excellent finale to this ball game. 30-27, your halftime score on your CFI scoreboard. We'll be right back with the halftime show in about 60 seconds. I'm Robert Wanek. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live YouTube, I3G Sports Network.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge. A mission of experience.
Dakota Products proudly sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. Cologne has that experience and support
technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your job. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
To what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Welcome back to the Dog Den for the Minn Kota Ag Products halftime show. I'm Robert Wanek, and I am joined by Dr. David Woods. We got a 30-27 game here, number 3 ranked Valley City versus unranked Wahpeton, but kind of knew it would be a good one. These teams have known each other for a long time in the EDC, and it's certainly shaping up to be, but that's not why we have you on here at halftime. We've got you on to talk about kind of a legacy project you got going on here at Wahpeton High. You got the floor. Just tell us what's going down.
You don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been, right? So one of the things that we wanted to do was we wanted to honor those that came before us, athletes and people who participated in activities. So we wanted wanted to create something that's nice that people can come see, they can look at. It's something for our students right now and our future students to attain to. So we made a ring of honor, okay? So the Wahpeton Ring of Honor is honoring those that have state accolades. So that could be an all-state honor, that could be an individual state champion, and we put them all around the commons. And we've had so many good, positive comments on it. I think it's a wonderful thing. I love to see some of those names of former students. And it dates back to 1941, so it goes back quite a ways. And we're not done because we're looking at adding the fine arts, doing some research, getting things in there. Wahpeton has a rich history of sports, and it also has a rich history of fine arts. So we want to honor that.
So let's also talk about who's got maybe the most accolades on the banners out there. There's got to be a couple athletes that kind of stand alone with having more than others. As we're talking with David Woods here about hanging up all these banners here, honoring the legacy, as he was just saying. You don't know where you're going unless you know where you've been. So who are some of the most star-studded players out there hanging in the Commons area?
So looking at it, you have the Hesh sisters. So Sue Hesh has like 3 banners up there. And so there's like 4 or 5 honors per banner. Sue Hesh has 3 banners. I mean, she was Gatorade Player of the Year. She was Converse Player of the Year when they had it. She won state multiple times. She was an all-stater. We have wrestler Justin Solberg. Sue Hesh was a multi-athlete, by the way. We have wrestler Justin Solberg. He was here when I started teaching, and I just loved watching his work ethic, and that's what you're going to see with those that have a lot of banners up there is, the people who were in that class, they know the work ethic. They know the sacrifice that those students have given to Wahpeton. Scout Woods is up there. She's still at it. Trayton Malk is up there. He's still working at it. So it's just a beautiful thing, and we as a district, we wanted to bring that. We wanted to show it. We wanted future students to come and say, hey, look at what they can do. I can do that too.
And we know that Scout, what she's going to be for track and where she's going to be there in the mix, committed to NDSU. But don't rule out Trey Malk this year for track, his senior year of track. I'm assuming he's going to play a run track. Just fantastic. He's a leaper. He's a sprinter. And he's just gotten better every year, and it just seems like it's his year. So I expect some big things out of him in track. And just tell me a little bit about the first half of this game. You're the AD, so you obviously get a front row seat, and it's always good when you get a good show in your house, and that's what we have tonight. 30-27 Valley City. What are you seeing so far?
Well, I'm seeing that we're just one step too slow. We're just in that back end. If we can get that steal, if Scout can get there one step further or one step quicker, if Sienna can get one step quicker, in the second half, we're gonna end up with 12 steals. There were lots of opportunities there. The refs are letting them play, which
definitely.
It works for both teams. Both teams are very physical. Valley City, I went to school at Valley City State, so a lot of these kids that are on the court, I know their parents, right? And their parents were cross-country runners, so a lot of them are cross-country runners and multi-sport athletes, tennis players and things, so they know how to get across the floor. And if you sleep, they're going to make you they're going to punish you. They're going to make you pay for it.
And that's what we talked about, or what I talked about. I guess I'm solo on the broadcast tonight. Just too slow rotating around for Valley City. They just could not, or for Wahpeton, they just couldn't rotate around enough, and they were given that high-low action and cutting across the lane. Valley City was finding themselves all alone on the baseline. And the player who put an end to that at the end of the half was Galia Lopez-Lee. I was saying probably the best stretch we've seen off the bench from somebody this year, Breckenridge or Wahpeton. She came in, she got the and one, she got 2 steals, she forced a player out of bounds, and she's the reason why that Wahpeton's down by 3 and not down by 6 or 9. You know what? She's got that dog in her, Galia Lopez-Lee. You've seen that.
Yeah, so I've coached Jalea for a very long time. She has always been the X factor. I've said from day one, if we're going to go far, it's going to be through Jalea. She comes in, she provides that spark. She gets those rebounds, she hustles. And so she doesn't get very many minutes on the court, but the minutes that she gets are very efficient.
So there you have it, Dr. David Woods. We're getting the banners up here, and we're paying homage to the people that helped build this house, the newly minted Dog Den, and it's quite the laundry list of star players up there. So when you get a chance, stop over to the game, get in here a little bit early, talk about Huskies history, and go look at those banners in the Commons area. it is a work in progress, especially for one player who's still out there tonight, Scout Woods, trying to lead the Wahpeton Huskies to an upset victory over number 3 Valley City. We'll be back in just a few minutes on the Minn Kota Ag Products Halftime Show. I'm Robert Wannick, and this is Lady Huskies Basketball on B92.7 FM.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Commercial, industrial class, Southern Valley, and beyond since 1994. Construction company, earthwork, steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
All right, little blip in the system there, but no worries. We're back in business here for the second half of an excellent ball game so far. Wahpeton Lady Huskies are down by 3 against a rival team, Valley City Highliners, ranked number 3 in the state. Wahpeton trying to get to 500 here. Second half underway. Huskies will start with the basketball. Piper Nelson, you'll see here with the rock a lot at the top of the key. She'll share point guard duties with Claire Langenwalter and Hallie Miller. Scout Woods tosses that one away. Quickly up court, finishing at the rim, or will she? It rolls off the cup, but it's a chance for 2 free throws here for number 12, Katie Burchill, who's gotten to the line quite often tonight. She's got 8 points. So Woods with the early turnover, and Valley City quickly with the outlet pass to Burchill. Free throw doinks off the back iron, straight up, straight down, goes right in. Second free throw from Burchill. High off the back iron, high off the backboard and in. So Burchill gets the shooter's touch, gives Valley City a 5-point lead here on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Woods, quick drive to the hoop. She gets it stripped, stolen away. Credit the steal to number 14, Madison Anderson. Steal for Fobb. Takes a dribble, almost gets it stripped away by Nielsen. Gets it up to a guard, it's Hallie Miller. Langenwalter over to Sienna Fobb. She finds a cutting Miller wide open, middle of the lane. Wide open jump shot. Hallie Miller cuts it to 3 as these teams going back and forth here at the Dog Den. Nice feed inside, it's an assist. Madison Anderson to Nielsen. Woods tries to get a line to the bucket, but she can't. Katie Burchill says not today. 20 on the shot clock. Over to Fobb. They're going to find Miller at that free throw line spot and let her work in the lane. Picks up her dribble. Hand off to Piper Nelson between the legs. Picks it up. Dangerous pass to Claire Langenwalter. 10 on the shot clock, top of the key. Swing over to Fobb. She'll shoot a 3. Air ball. Miller hustles for the rebound, taps it out into the hands of Valley City. Highlanders are off and running, led by Greta Groven. Groven gets it up to Anderson. And Valley City a little bit stagnant here on offense. They'll force a 3. Groven can't get it, can't get her own rebound either, and Woods got a chance here to take it into the Highlanders defense. Little scoop shot, leaves it short. I think she was expecting contact there, and the Highlander defender moved out of the way and left her off balance. Miller contests that shot at the rim and pulls down the rebound, and she's out and running. Nice cross-court pass to Woods. Goes up, gets it stripped away, wanted the foul. She's not going to get it. As we said at halftime, they're letting these teams play. Tipped away by Fobb. Nelson corrals it. Awkward looking pass to Miller. Miller gets a step on the defense, drives inside. She's going to get called for a charge. So she drives inside, has the angle, but she extends the arm, and that's going to be a charge. And that's going to be 3 on Miller. A tough 50-50 call goes against her. A little bit too much of an extension on the forearm. She's going to have to hit the bench. Wahpeton down by 5. And Miller had a step on the defense, so you thought maybe she'd get the block. That one goes against her. Groven tries the right side. Claire Woods blocks off the baseline. Kick out to Anderson. Three-pointer up for the Highliners, nothing but net. Cambry Mauk with the basketball. Over to Claire Langenwalter, 28-foot line. She swings it side to side to Mauk. It's Claire Woods now in front of her own bench. Cutting Nelson, dangerous pass. Nelson able to corral it. 15 on the shot clock. Huskies unable to get anything going in the lane. Over to Claire Langenwalter, wasn't even paying attention, but she does get it into the other Claire Woods. Looking for the foul call, she can't get it. The Highliners up by 8 here. Wahpeton just hasn't woken up to start the second half. Highliners make it 11. That's going to get a timeout out of Brian Watson. Three-pointer from the Highliners gives them a 40-29 lead. They led by 3 at half. They have started the second half on an 8-0 run. We'll take a timeout here on B92.7, presented by Highcamp Construction. You're listening to Lady Huskies basketball on the I3G Sports Network.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Highcamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Highcamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Huskies come out flat here to start the second half, and it's an 8-0 run for the Valley City Highliners. Four minutes to go here in the third quarter, about midway through the quarter, and the Huskies have yet to score. Claire Woods with the drive. Barrels over a defender. It's a no call there. Nelson can't decide if she wants to pass or shoot, so she throws it up in the lane. Cambry Mauk grabs it. Out to Langenwalter. Langenwalter's 3 is short. 2 Huskies fight over the rebound, and as a result, Valley City comes away with it. Highliners working inside. Double team. Tipped out of bounds by Claire Langenwalter. So double team there by Fobb and Claire Woods. Keeps Katie Burchill from making a scoring move, and it's tipped out of bounds by Claire Langenwalter. Fobb will check out. Short jump shot up, a little bit flat there by the Highliners Nielsen. It's tipped out of bounds by Dakota Potratz. Hallie Miller is going to check back in with 3 fouls for Cambry Mauk. 40-29, Huskies got to go. They haven't scored yet in the second half. Like to see Jalea Lopez-Lee check in. She had all those hustle plays at the end of the first half. We have not seen her yet in the third quarter. Inside out pass from Miller to Nelson. Back to Miller. She'll give it back to Nelson. Nice little tap pass over to Langenwalter. 3 is up. That'll stop the bleeding. 40-32. Claire Langenwalter buries her second triple of the ball game. We'll see if the Huskies can use it. Nelson on defense. 28-foot line. Claire Langenwalter guarding. Little pick and roll there. Way up top. Highliners missed the layup, but fighting for it is Dakota Potrat. She misses the shot, gets her own rebound. That's going to be a wide open layup. Doesn't get any easier than that for number 12, Katie Burchill. 10-point lead for the Highliners. Into the front court, Langenwalter, who just hit a three-pointer, feeds it inside to Scout Woods. Tries to dribble through the teeth of the defense. She'll draw a reaching foul on Nielsen, and that'll be 3 on the talented freshman post. Looks like they'll leave her in. Nielsen will roll with 3. Miller's rolling with 3. We got a 10-point game here. 2:27 to go in the third quarter. Miller will trigger it in. Lobs it up to Mauk. Fresh shot clock here for the Huskies. Near baseline, it is Claire Woods. Up top to Nelson, and here the Huskies are working as far away from the hoop as they can again. They get it into Woods. She's double teamed. Able to dribble around the defense. Kick it out to Mauk. She bounce passes over to Hallie Miller, short corner, off the back iron. Claire Woods fights for the rebound. Kicks it back out to Miller. Pass fakes 2 defenders off her, but she misses the bank attempt, and Scout Woods, trying to cash a check after hours, gets an over the back foul, or as I'd say, a pushing foul. As if you're an official out there, you know that there is no over-the-back rule. You can go over the top of somebody, you just can't contact them and displace them, which is what Woods did there. 42-32, that's the first foul on Scout Woods. Highlanders trying to push it back to a dozen, their largest lead of the game. Nearly a travel. Out to Nielsen, nearly another travel. We're going to get a foul here on the Huskies. That's 4 fouls on the Huskies. 1 more puts Valley City in the bonus here. There's just over 90 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Wahpeton's only scored 3 points in this one. Wide open off the inbound pass. Nobody gets the cutting Katie Burchill, and she'll score an easy layup. 44-32, all Highliners here after the break. Woods at the free throw line. Power dribble. Goes around the defense, catches them moving. She'll shoot 2. She had her mind made up on that one that she was going to the rack. She's rewarded just a bit quicker than the Highliners defense. 3 fouls on Dakota Potrats. So they have 3 players, 3 key players with a trio of fouls. But, you know, we're almost at the fourth quarter. And they're going to check Potrats out so she doesn't pick up her 4th. First free throw from Woods is good. Jalea Lopez checks back into the ballgame. See if she can provide another jolt of energy as she did end the first half. 2-for-2 trip at the charity stripe for Scout Woods. 44-34, Valley City. Valley City working in front of their bench. Good pressure from Claire Langenwalter. But the drive and dish results in a bucket for Burchill. That was a nice little driving dime there. Greta Groven dumps it off to Burchill. Kinley Suffolcool drops it off to Burchill for 2, and the lead is back up to a dozen. We'll take a quick timeout presented by High Camp Construction. Second half, 14-5 run from the Highliners as we near the final minute of the third quarter.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Welcome back to the Dog Den. Finally got that High Camp logo off the screen, but happy to give them a little extra advertising. Once you know who they are, you won't build any other way. Huskies trying to cut into this dozen deficit against the Highliners. Jalea Lopez-Lee working in the post side to side. They're going to get it to her on the wing. She bounces it into Woods, tipped away behind. That was Grove. The good hands to tip it away. Nice pass from Lopez-Lee, but Grove able to get her hand in the cookie jar there. Largest lead is 12. That's where it sits now for the Highliners. Final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Lob pass over the top of Lopez-Lee. leads to a easy finish. We get the number here. That was Katie Burchill as Lee kind of tripped and fell down, wide open lane. 14-point lead for the Highliners, and it has fallen apart here for Wahpeton in the third quarter as Woods drives straight through Katie Burchill. Woods out of control on that one, but it doesn't change the fact that Burchill had absolutely no positioning on it. "12 seconds here, third quarter, 48-34 Valley City, as they have figured it out after leading by 3 at half. Inbounds is out to Claire Langenwalter. Dribble handoff to Miller. She'll pull it way out towards half court. 5-4. Floater in the lane from Miller off the back iron. No good. Rebound from Nielsen, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. 16-5. Valley City takes control in the third quarter, showing everyone in the building why they're ranked number 3 in Class A. Wahpeton, we'll see what kind of resiliency they come out with here. 8 minutes to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. I'm Robert Wanek. You're listening to B92.7 FM, watching on KBMW News Live YouTube, part of the i3G Sports Network. Let's check those buys in. I know I said I was going to at the beginning of the game, but as usual, I find myself running like 6 pieces of equipment here at one time, and I forget sometimes. 28-25, NDSU leading Montana State. Just under 8 minutes to go in the FCS National Championship game. That's over on AM 1450 KBMW. NDSU 14-0 after 1 in that one. 7-3, they outscored the Bobcats in the second quarter, taking a 21-3 halftime lead. Bobcats, they bounce back 15-0 in the third quarter. Both teams trade a touchdown in the fourth, and that's where they're at, 28-25. And ESPN's got to get on this year. There's no player stats here when you look it up on Google right away. I mean, come on, this is the FCS National Championship. Nielsen will inbound the ball. Wahpeton will start the quarter off with Nelson, Woods, Fobb, Miller, and Langenwalter. Grove, she'll run the point here for Valley City to kick off the fourth quarter, and she'll throw it out of bounds into the first row. So Wahpeton, a chance to take advantage of that. Only 5 seconds elapsed on the first Valley City possession of the fourth quarter. Wahpeton trailing by 14. Nelson brings it across the timeline. Over to Miller on the wing. Fobb is posting up. Kind of cluttered in the lane there. Woods and Fobb on the same side. And Nelson pickpocketed here by Grove. Strong left-handed move to the bucket there by Katie Burchill, but it rims out. Nelson, top of the key. Just dribbling back and forth. Gets it over to Langenwalter. She swings to Scout Woods. Inside to Sienna Fobb. Nice move. She goes right, back, left. Can't finish. Chases down her rebound. Steps on the baseline. That's going to go to the Highliners. That was a nice move, though. Looked like she was going to try to dribble her way to the right side, and she just kind of drop step back to her left and left it off the front of the rim. Empty-handed for Wahpeton, and they still trail by 14 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Potratz drives. Gets tipped by Fobb, but nobody goes and gets the basketball, and Brian Watson not happy about that one. Fobb tips it away, and the Huskies just look on as Valley City gets over to the basketball. No hustle there from the Lady Huskies. Moments later, Potratz draws a foul at the rim. Sequences like that are going to sink you against good teams like this. Potratz leaves it short off the front iron. Three fouls on Sienna Fobb. That one's tipped out of bounds on the missed free throw, and it's going to go to the Huskies. So still scoreless here after 1 minute in the fourth quarter. Huskies hoping for an explosion here to end the ball game. Nelson, top of the key, over to Claire Langenwalter. She's at the 28-foot line. Little bounce pass. They're going to get it inside to Woods. She goes up strong through contact. She felt the contact there. Dakota Potratz going in for the steal. Woods played right through. Little discussion about whether it was on the floor or not, and they all agree that she was going up. First free throw from Woods cuts it to 13, 48-35. 6:36 to go in the ball game. Second free throw from Woods. That one's good. Woods is up to 17 points. Tipped away by Hallie Miller. It's going to stay with the Highliners. Brian Watson imploring the Lady Huskies to get up and pressure this Highliners team. On a discussion at the scorer's table. Not sure what about, but make sure they get something right here. All right, we're ready. Valley City working against a full court press from Wahpeton. They throw it all the way to the other side of the court. Break the press, and they're going to get an easy scoring opportunity. Streaking it down the court is Madison Anderson. Nobody accounts for her, and that's been the story here. Miscommunication on rotating around, press breaks, things like that, block to block, high-low stuff. And Valley City has found themselves on an island, scoring easy on several possessions. We'll take a quick timeout, presented by High Camp Construction. Your score is 50-36. 6.5 to go in this game. Valley City leads Wahpeton.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains number one today.
Thanks, Matt and Amanda at State Farm. We're back here 50-36. Valley City running away with it in the second half. They've held Wahpeton to 7 points after the break. Woods working against another double team. Little pass fake, wide open. Nelson up top, short. Fobb fighting for the rebound. Tips it twice, comes down with it, kicks it out to the guards. On the perimeter, it's Nelson. A little over the top pass to Woods. She drives in, and she is going to just shove a player to the ground. That's Katie Burchill. And Woods knew where she wanted to go, to the hoop, and Burchill stood right in her way, and she'll draw the charge. Again, press break. 3 Huskies with their back to the basketball, and they're able to get it across. And then they throw it into the backcourt. They say no tip on the Huskies, and it's going to be an over-the-back violation on the Highliners. So they do get it across as the Huskies not paying attention again, but Valley City commits a rare turnover in the second half here with an over-and-back violation. Claire Woods up top to Miller. She swings to Nelson. Nelson drives and loses the ball, turns it over. Valley City off and running. It's number 14, Madison Anderson. Anderson goes inside, up top, counted and the foul. Katie Burchill. Strong second half for Burchill. She's up to 16 points. And Burchill can't complete the three-point play. Claire Woods comes down with the rebound. A quick outlet pass to Miller. She's got a one-on-one open court. She pulls it back out. Near side over to Piper Nelson. Piper Nelson handoff to Claire Langenwalter. She gets it into Claire Woods. Goes high off the glass, misses. Fighting for her own rebound on the floor, but she can't come away with it. Instead, it's Katie Burchill. Highliners up by 16, largest lead of the game. Driving left to right, it's Nielsen. Nice job scooting over there by Claire Woods to block her off. And Claire Woods streaking down the court. Pass from Nelson to her is intercepted. Fobb gets her hand in there, tips it away, and it's going to go off Nielsen. Back to the Huskies. So 4:39 to go in the second half. Wahpeton just 7 points after the break. Highliners building a massive lead here, 52-36. Gracie Falk has checked into the ballgame. Miller brings it up court. Miller over to Fobb. She's got a wide open three if she wants it, passes it up. Over to Falk on the far wing. Doesn't know what to do with it. Gives it to Nelson. Nelson, a dangerous pass inside. Claire Woods able to corral it and finish over the top of a couple players. Claire Woods with a strong finish there. Nelson tips it away in the backcourt. Nelson tips it away again. Fobb grabs the steal. Fobb to Miller. Miller pass fake. Gets the defense off balance. Rolls it around the rim. She got the defense so off balance with that pass fake that she was off balance as well. But she's able to finish 52-40. It's down to a dozen with 4 minutes to go. A little spark for Wahpeton. First one we've seen since the second quarter. High Camp Construction timeout. Once you know who they are, you won't build any other way. We'll take one with them. B92.7 FM, KBMW News Live YouTube.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Hallie Miller scores her 5th and 6th points there on a nice sequence where she pass fakes the defense into oblivion and finishes. But Wahpeton still trails by a dozen. First quarter of this ball game, Valley City went up 14-13. Halftime they went up 32-29, but they have opened it up in the second half. Nice little one-hand snatch there by Grove to help break the press there. Valley City has it on their own side of the court. Dribble handoff tipped away by Gracie Falk. Still fighting for it, but it's Valley City who comes away with it, takes it to the cup, misses at the rim, but in a second chance opportunity by Katie Burchill. She'll head to the line again. She's got a game-high 18 points. Katie Burchill has emerged as the go-to option here in the second half and just really put herself in good positions to score. Whether it's an O board like that, transition, getting to the free throw line for some freebies, she knocks down the first one. Just high IQ basketball, making life easy. You know what they say, work smarter, not harder. 2 for 2 trip at the foul line. She's got 20. 54-40. Largest lead of the game tonight was 16 for the Highliners. See if Miller works in the ISO here. She won't. She'll give it up to Woods. She'll screen for Woods. Woods passes it up. Top of the key, it's Cambry Moak. Back over to Miller. 15 on the shot clock. She drives. Little hook shot pass out to Woods. Three-pointer off the back iron. It's Grove, who's tracked down a couple long rebounds here in the fourth quarter. Cambry Moak chasing from behind. Force Valley City to give it up, but they got a wide open cutter here. Bounce pass block to block. Shot is off the rim. Another offensive rebound. Highliners, number 12, Katie Burchill. Who else, right? Big second half for Burchill. Out to Grove. 25 on the shot clock, under 3 on the game clock. Lefty finish off the top of the glass. Katie Burchill. Burchill up to 22 points. Woods, another drive to the basket. She'll draw the contact, deposit the bucket. And that time she went up in the air with a little hesitation instead of just driving right through the defense. Didn't want to pick up another charge. Don't have Woods' point total on the board yet, but she's approaching 20 as she completes the three-point play. Three-pointer up, short, rebound Claire Woods. Claire Woods out and running in transition, gets it up to Cambry Moak. Moak dribbles it towards the top of the key, gives it to Hallie Miller. Another pass fake back to Moak. Over to Scout Woods, throws it into her sister Claire. One power dribble off the glass, kisses it home. Lead down to 11, closest it's been in a while here for the Lady Huskies. Might be too little too late though, 2:13 to go on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Number 3 ranked Valley City looking to improve to 5-1. Wahpeton's hopes of improving to 500. Slimmer by the minute here at the Dog Den. We'll take a quick break. B92.7 FM, KBMW News Live YouTube, your home for Lady Husky Hoops.
Why choose Professional Eye Care Centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Bond, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula, 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit proeyecarecenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Wahpeton has cut the Valley City lead to 11 here. 2:13 to go in the game. Valley City breaks the press. Nice diving effort play there down low by Gracie Falk. She's had a couple deflections here in her late game run. Stays with the Highliners, however, and they'll get a fresh shot clock. It's Nielsen up top, away from the painted area where she stayed all night. She loses the basketball there, able to retain possession. Valley City passing it block to block once again. Katie Burchill stacking onto that point total. She's got 24. Highliners by 13, and Wahpeton only 45 points in this one. Miller out to Scout Woods. 3-pointer rattles around and out. Rebound secured by Nielsen. She'll rip it away, pass it up, and Highliners have numbers here. 3-on-2. Nearly a travel, but nice job keeping the pivot foot there by Dakota Potratz. She's got the ball guarded by Camry Mouk. Miller guarding Nielsen. Nielsen gives it out to Potratz. Drives in the middle lane, loses it, steals Scout Woods. Looked like Claire Woods was able to pop that ball loose. Scout with a nice crossover. She'll give it up to Claire. Thinks about the 3, drives instead. Contact inside the restricted area. She goes down hard. Looks like she's going to be okay. Bonks her head a little bit on the hardwood, but nothing too bad. She's going to kind of walk gingerly to the free throw line and tells the officials she's all right. She'll shoot 2. Good strong drive there to the baseline. Buries her defender. First free throw, Claire Woods, long. 58-45. Wahpeton held to 16 in the second half. And they're going to empty out the bench here. Ella Langenwalter, Taylor Mouk, Skyly Pulskamp. Second free throw's up. That one's long. Rebound Highliners. Final minute here. Valley City coming alive in the second half. Dashing Wahpeton's comeback hopes at the Dog Den. Monster second half for Katie Burchill. Pulskamp. Can't stop the drive, and the offensive board goes into the hands of Katie Burchill, and she's got 26. Seems like she's been the only Highliner hooping here in the second. Well, not the only Highliner hooping, but the only one adding to the scoring column for stretches here in the second half. They have absolutely rode her offense, and she'll come out of the ball game, get a high five, as well Nielsen and the rest of the starters. 15-point advantage for the Highliners. They left no question whether they belong in the top 5 in North Dakota Class A after this one. Great teams figure it out. That's what they did at halftime, leading by 3. Julia Doman takes it into the defense, draws some body contact. It was a nice job by Doman. She didn't wait till she got squared up to take the shot. Felt the contact, absorbed it, kind of shot it with her body angled sideways at the hoop. First free throw from Doman is up and in. Doman played in the JV game. That one was Valley City 36-16. It's up, it's in, 60-47, 2 for 2 trip for Julia Doman. 30 seconds to go in this game. Valley City working it around the perimeter. Valley City has also unloaded their bench. We'll see if some reserves can get some buckets here. Inside, working in the post, little spin move kick out. Shot clock is off. Valley City probably not going to shoot the ball here. Huskies pressuring. They don't want to foul it. We'll send Valley City to the line, and we have 3 seconds left. It rolls out of bounds. That should just about do it for the ball game tonight. 14-13 after one quarter, 32-29 at half, but Valley City figures it out in the locker room, 60-47. The Highliners improve to 5-1. Wahpeton drops to 3-5. Another game where Wahpeton shows they can hang with the cream of the crop. Kind of fizzled out at the end of this one. 60-47, Highliners coming out of the Dog Den with a victory. We'll be right back with the Miller Realty postgame show. Going to be kind of a quick one tonight. I've been in town since like 6 o'clock this morning. Missed my baby boy, who turns 1 at the end of this month. So I got to get home, get some shut-eye so I can be all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, hanging out with him a little bit in the morning. Again, the final, 60-47, Valley City, ranked number 3 in Class A, comes in here, hands Wahpeton its 5th loss of the season. We'll be right back with your Miller Realty postgame show on B92.7, KBMW News Live YouTube, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Hey, North Dakota State College of Science, students, parents, and sports fans. You can find all the fun student events and upcoming games on the NDSCS website homepage at ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Ever notice how people in the Midwest always want the opposite of what the weather is doing? When it's warm outside, you want it cold inside. And when it is cold outside, you want it warm. Thanks to Acclimated Entry System from Bayer Build Woodworks and Builder's First Source, you can have exactly what you want. Hundreds of styles, all designed for the Midwest. Acclimated Entry Systems from Bayer Build Woodworks are the quality performance doors you need with the beauty and protection you want. Builder's First Source is your source for acclimated entry systems and all your building needs.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing auto owners insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
1 in 8 women in the U.S. will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. Many women with breast cancer have no symptoms, and most have no family history of breast cancer. That's why it's so important to schedule annual mammograms starting at age 40. When found early, breast cancer is curable. 98% of patients survive. Don't wait another moment. Visit essentialhealth.org to schedule your mammogram today. Essentia Health, cancer care like nowhere else.
As a farmer, I have thousands of more mouths to feed than the average person. What fuels me to get the job done? The smell of the soil and the hum of the combine. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel for the most challenging conditions. Better than any formula yet, delivering maximum uptime every time. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around. Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today. 25948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
Welcome back to the Dog Den for the Miller Realty postgame show, a tradition of knowledge, integrity, trust, and service. All Valley City in the second half here. Wahpeton hanging tight. After one quarter, it was 14-13 Valley. At halftime, it was 32-29 Valley. Your final, however, 60-47. Number 3 ranked Highliners coming away with a big one in Wahpeton. Let's take a look at your scoring numbers here. Let's start off with the Highliners. Katie Burchill, 26 points, a monster night for her. We had 9 points from Sky Nielsen, just a freshman. She had 7 in the opening quarter as Wahpeton just lost track of her, as Dominique Rickles at the scorers table was saying. They just did such a nice job moving without the basketball, Valley City did, and she got rewarded at the block with some point-blank bunnies. Not going to miss those. And then we had number 14, Madison Anderson, also a very fine night, 15 points, second leading scorer for the Highliners. And Dakota Potratz had 7 points, did some nice things on defense too. Moving over to the Lady Huskies, we have Scout Woods leading the way, 20 points after she only scored 13 last game, a lot better in this one. In the second half, they were able to hold Scout to 7 points. So 20, she had 13 of those in the first half, 9 at the foul line. So back to business at the foul line. 5 for 6 last game. She had 9 makes tonight. Nice job by Scout Woods. Did get called for a couple charges, but Wahpeton needed to go, and she just put her head down, tried to get to the free throw line. For the most part, worked pretty well. Let's get to Hallie Miller, 6 points, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Pretty quiet tonight. Again, showing off those excellent moves, her abilities there. She's very fun to watch, but they were able to keep her to 6 points. Piper Nelson only scored 3. She had all of those in the second quarter. Claire Langenwalter, a pair of threes, one of them in the first quarter, one of them in the third quarter. And 4 points for Claire Woods and 2 points for Jalea Lopez-Lee. I'm not sure what she's got to do to get out there on the floor more. She had a tremendous stretch at the end of the first half. A little bit of a soft foul where she was called for having 2 hands on the player, but before that she had 2 deflections. She had a steal, she had a rebound, she forced a player out of bounds, and she had an and one at the rim. And then we didn't see her again until the end of the third quarter, and we barely saw her in the fourth quarter if we saw her. So liked what I saw out of her. I don't know if she was banged up or what the deal is, but man, I hope we see her out there more, because even if she's a little bit rusty around the edges and needs to polish her game a little bit, her effort is second to none on this Huskies roster. That's Jalea Lopez-Lee, a 5'8 senior. Played very well tonight. Kept the Huskies from falling behind even further at halftime. They were able to keep it within 3 points. So that's a look at your scoring on the Miller Realty postgame show. Let's get into your player of the game. We'll give one out for Wahpeton, but we'll give one out to Valley City tonight too, because Valley City had a player just pop off in the second half that can't be ignored. For Wahpeton, your player of the game tonight is going to go to Scout Woods. She scored 20 points. Nobody else for Wahpeton reached double figures. So Scout Woods takes home player of the game, presented by Essentia Health here with you. Did a nice job getting to the hoop and making 9 free throws, making life easy on herself. And for Valley City, it's going to go to Katie Burchill, just absolutely dominant finishing at the rim. And she put herself in position to score. I said this during the broadcast, whether it was running rim to rim or just being in an open spot, turning a turnover into a bucket, an offensive rebound into a bucket, cutting nicely on the inbounds plays. I know Arlie Ohm used to always have us do that in practice. Dig your foot in, sell the cut, make the defense believe you're going one way and go the other. She did all the small things tonight, and those fundamentals helped her rack up 26 points. Nothing flashy about her game. She wasn't doing no Kyrie Irving handles, James Harden-style step-backs out there. She was just doing what needs to be done, and then suddenly, by the end of the game, 26 points to lead all scorers. So your Essentia Health players of the game, Scout Woods from Wahpeton, Katie Burchill from Valley City. And for your play of the game by Red River Agency, your trusted hometown agents, we already talked about it. It's got to go to Jalea Lopez-Lee. Wahpeton trailing by 6. She checks in just over a minute left in the first half and just starts running around like a banshee, just throwing a wrench in this Valley City machine, and helps Wahpeton cut it to 1. Valley City takes a 3-point halftime lead, but it was Jalea Lopez-Lee making sure they couldn't run away with it. 2 steals, 2 rebounds, forces a turnover on the baseline, draws a bucket through contact at the rim, all in the final 90 seconds of the first half. Those are your Red River Agency plays of the game. Pat yourself on the back, Jalea Lopez-Lee, for all that hustle. One more time, the final tonight, 60-47. The Highliners, they're ranked number 3. They show why tonight, taking down the Huskies with a big second half. I'm Robert Wanek. I'll be joining you tomorrow in Breckenridge. I won't be on the air. I'll be running the equipment while Turner calls the game. Just making sure you have a smooth experience. I'll be doing the camera, firing off all the video ads, and making sure we don't have any delays or echoes, things we can't do when there's just one of us on the broadcast. So join us tomorrow night, Breckenridge versus Hawley, boys basketball. Cowboys are 6-3, ranked number 1 on their side of the subsection for the first time since joining Class 1A in 2021. They'll face the 0-8 Hawley Nuggets, but you know the Nuggets will get up for a Hardwood Lakes Conference game. Then I'll be back here on Thursday for some games. We'll get that back on KBMW. And Friday, back in Breckenridge as Staples Motley comes to town for a doubleheader with the Cowgirls and Cowboys. It's going to be a big week of hoops in town. Let's take a look at that Bison final, and then we'll send you home. 35-32, congratulations to the NDSU Bison football team, FCS National Champions. This was Huskies basketball. Have yourself a good night. B92.7 FM.
Tonight's Wahpeton basketball game was brought to you by Carlson Family Insurance, CHI St. Francis, Essentia Health, Farmers Union Oil of Southern Valley, Camp Construction, Miller Realty, Minn Kota Ag Products, North Dakota State College of Science, Optimum Rehab, Otter Tail Power Company, Quality Toyota, Red River Agency, Red River Grain, Smith Motors, State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, and Twin Town Villa. Be sure to go to KBMWnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. And make sure to catch the Giants Sports Show every Saturday at 9 a.m. Thanks for listening.